the fan always have to be in the background, spinning aggressively? It looks so dumb. I don't know. I just always sit here on the floor behind my couch, and I really need to get like a better setup for my YouTube. Like, I don't know. Anyway, no one's here yet, so it's okay. I'll just sit here and wait until people get here. Hi, Kino, yay. Hello. Hi guys. Many happy returns to the day of you. Wow, that's special. Thank you guys. Yay. Main reason I'm here on live is because I said I would do this on my birthday, and I was thinking that I wanted to like do it after I had already like done my makeup and gotten dressed and stuff, but I haven't felt like doing that yet, and my hair looks terrible. I look terrible, but I just wanted to at least make sure that I came on here at least once today. Hi Jesse. Hey Donovan. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi Snowy. Snowy says hi. You know what I really want for my birthday is for the weather to cool down, you guys. Oh, thanks. Ugh. Oh my gosh, it's so hot in here. It's like, well, what I was talking about, my face looks a little bit puffy today and my hair is all, my hair hasn't been very nice lately, but it's okay. Go to church. I do go to church, friend, but today, it's Tuesday and they don't have church on Tuesday. I don't think I live streamed last Sunday. Yeah, I haven't been live streaming as much lately. But, trying to start doing it more and more frequently. I went through a long period of time where I was just taking a break. I don't know, like during the summer when I started live streaming and going live, like I really got into this mood where I really enjoyed it and I did it every day, and I would like get ready for it and just be able to talk for just hours and hours and hours. But it's not my job, Donovan. Hey. I mean, if you want to pay me to live stream every Sunday, then sure, I will make it officially my job. I'm just kidding. But right now it's not a job. I try to treat it like a job, but it's a lot. Being a YouTuber is a lot of when you're a small creator and you also do everything yourself. So like you know, sometimes there'll be small creators who have like a person who films them and a person who edits their videos and stuff, and I do that all myself because I just started doing this myself. And I can't say I enjoy setting up to make videos. Like, my least favorite part anytime I make a video is, okay, how am I going to set up my phone or my tablet so it gets a good angle? Like, I'm always, even like when I'm doing lives like this, how am I going to set up the phone or tablet so it gets a good angle, so it's out of reach of little stinkers like that who are just all curious about what I'm doing and want to get involved and knock stuff over. if I have like drink or something that I'm using as a prop, and the time having to do as little amount of editing as possible. My favorite part of making videos when I'm actually like have it set up and I'm just sitting and I'm just talking, and um, when I'm like in the full Avril moment, and I guess what I'm saying is I don't really like to get ready to make videos or the after part of making videos. I really just like the part of making the videos. And that's part of why I really like to do live streams, because it's like you don't have to worry about anything, and it's just live and it's just set up. But then it's also hard to, like, you know, if I need to get up and awkwardly turn off the microphone so I can go take a break, and then when I'm sitting and I'm like, wanting to move, I don't know. What am I doing for my birthday? So that's a good question. So, and you know what? I'm feeling really warm, so I'm gonna go turn on the AC and also get a ponytail and do my hair. So today, it's Tuesday, as I'm sure you all know. Tuesday, at least it's a Tuesday for me. For some of you, it may already be Wednesday or be Tuesday night. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna do something with my family today. So it was my dad's idea to go to this. There's a cute little museum about 20 minutes or so from here called Cook's Museum of Natural Science, out in this city called Decatur, which is on a river. It's like a small little town, but and we're just gonna go there, and I don't know. I don't really like tend to ever want to make a huge deal out of my birthday, but then if I don't do anything at all, I end up getting really sad. So I have to make sure that I do something on my birthday, even though today, like, I honestly, it was weird. Like, I had to force myself to get up today. I really wanted to keep sleeping, and I got up because I was like afraid I would end up sleeping all day on my birthday. And some days I sleep all day. I haven't done that in forever. I was like, of course, the one day that I'm wanting to sleep all day, it cannot be my birthday. I just can't do that. It sucks when you get older, no more party or birthday cakes unless your family does it. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing when you're older. And luckily for me, I mean, I have my family, and my family, we've always kind of made birthdays like a priority in my family, like from the time I was little. And we even make a big deal on, I mean, even my parents, who are, you know, we always do something for everyone's birthday. So I think that's part of what I've grown up with. And then a few birthdays that I've had a few birthdays in my life that have been like, I could describe as like really, really awesome, and a few that I might describe as like really, really, really depressing. And I'd say this one is probably, you can't get over how great I look today. Well, I'm honestly don't know what you're talking about. You're correct. You need to get your vision checked or something, but I appreciate that. Also, oh my gosh, I just moved. I'm sitting under the AC vent. See, like, the AC vent is up there, and I was all the way over there. I like to sit in that little spot. That's my cozy little study spot, but it doesn't get very good ventilation. So now I'm sitting here on this uncomfortable chair trying to, and not lean too close to the phone, but I want to get hair on my head because I can't even words today. But hi Lydia, happy I was just gonna say happy birthday to you. If it is your birthday, happy birthday, and if not, thank you. And thank you for the thought. I appreciate it. I honestly and hi Big Cat and XYK Wave. Thank you. So I just want to say I really appreciate all of you guys hanging out with me, even though you know, none of us knows anyone in person, but for me, you know, other than like my online friends and my YouTube community, which I really consider my online friends, my TikTok community, my YouTube community, my Snapchat community, but especially the YouTube community, to be people that I'm actually really friends with, and you know, we interact and you guys comment on my videos. There's people out there who are regulars, who are always on every live, every commenting on most videos, and you know who you are if you're one of those. And even if you are a more casual viewer or even a new viewer, I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will say, like, for the years that I've had social media, like once I started, I'm pretty sure the first year that I had, well, I did not even get Snapchat until right before I turned 18. And so on my 18th birthday, which actually is like probably was going to be one of those birthdays that I was going to say, Snowy, that's rude. Sorry, you guys. You have no manners. He's like, I don't know what manners are. But my 18th birthday was really fun because I got to go to the beach with some friends. It was like my first trip ever going anywhere just with friends, not my parents. And it was college, our fall break of our freshman year, and it fell like right on my birthday weekend. So we drove down there the night before my birthday, ended up getting there at like midnight on my birthday. And we were like on the beach at midnight on my birthday, and I was with my friends, and I was like, living my best life, hashtag real adult, yes, freedom. And I don't know, it's not like things all went downhill from there. In terms of my life in general, things have gone uphill. It's just like, I don't think I'm ever gonna have that much fun at a birthday ever again, because it, like, just fun for the sheer, I was excited to turn 18. You know, I was excited to finally be an adult. I was also not as excited, but I was excited to turn 21. And I mean, I had been going out to bars and stuff like that before, but I was excited to be able to buy alcohol. So on my 21st birthday, I went to school because I had school that day, but then I went to the store and used my driver's license to buy a bottle of wine, and I was like, this is so cool. And I sat and drank the wine by myself, and I was like, this is so awesome. Drinking wine alone on any night other than your 21st birthday, I guess. Your 21st birthday, I mean, preferably I would have gone and done something with someone, but it was like a school night, and I didn't really have friends then either, so, but like, doing that, like, the idea of, also, I don't drink anymore. Like, last year, I'm pretty sure, on my, I wanted to say my 24th birthday, I'm like, why am I talking about? I'm 27 now. Dude, if last year were my 24th birthday, then I'd only be 25. But, like, at this point, it doesn't really make any difference to me. Oh, sorry. One second. It doesn't really make any difference to me, like, the age. What I focus mostly on is how I look. Like, once I got over the fact that it's like, okay, I'm getting older. It's just a fact. Every year I'm going to be another year older, but that doesn't mean I have to look another year older. And once I got that in my head, I was like, oh, okay. So now instead of focusing on the thing that I can't change, which is my chronological age getting higher every year and every day, really, but what I can do something about is ways that I can reverse, or at least, for one, slow down the natural aging process and even reverse it a little bit. And I have actually succeeded in that, in the fact that I now feel a lot more confident in how I look than, say, on my 23rd birthday. I think the saddest birthday that I've had in the past, like, a decade probably has been my 23rd birthday. Actually, no, I guess a decade ago was my 17th birthday. So actually, yeah, because I was pretty sad on my 17th birthday too. 17 and 23 were kind of the same. 17 was the year before I went to college, when I was feeling stuck in my life and like really struggling with a lot of issues. And then 23 was when I had moved back my first year up here after college, and I was feeling in a similar slump, like, where do I go from here? Everything sucks, I have no friends. And like the years in between that, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 wasn't that great either, but at least at 22 I didn't hate the way I looked, because I still had long blonde hair and was at a weight that I liked. And then my whole hair debacle happened when I was after I turned 23. No, when I was 22, like later on that year, like my hair started falling out because I was over processing it, and I had bleached blonde hair and was trying to do it myself, because I didn't want to go to the salon and get it done. And I was kind of experimenting with different hair dyes and stuff like that, and I used this stuff called Sun-In, which dried out my hair and made my hair fall out, and I had to get it cut really, really short. I've had long hair my entire life, except for when I was like 6 years old. I randomly wanted to get a bob, I think, and I actually liked it, apparently. Don't remember that time, but other than that, I've always had long or longish hair, and always like never wanting to cut it. So I had to cut my hair right before I turned 23, and then I had to cut it again a few months later, because it got even worse and it was even shorter. So I'm just saying, like, in terms of where I was at, even though, like, you know, I've always had an issue with like getting older. If this were my 23rd birthday, and I mean, if my life were the same as it is right now and it were my 23rd birthday, that would be one thing. But if I had to go back 4 years to my 23rd birthday, even knowing that I would get to this point by my 27th birthday, I would be like, heck no, I don't want to go back. I do not want to go back, because I was quite literally so miserable, to the point where I couldn't even like look at myself in the mirror. I stopped making videos for the most part, because I just always felt ugly. I was addicted to exercising and eating too much, and using exercise as a way to purge that. And my hair was short. I weighed more than I wanted to. I felt like a terrible person, and it really affected me. But then I looked back at pictures of myself, and I was like, oh, honestly, what was I talking about? I looked pretty cute and sweet. And So I guess long story short, it's like, just don't be too hard on yourself who you are in life, because you're gonna look back on yourself in a year or a couple years and be like, things weren't that bad then, you know? Tony, you know what? We don't need everyone, but I was taught I needed loads of people. I always thought I needed loads of people as I got older. I realized a lot of these people are fake anyways. I have 2 people I talked to from when I was young. Yeah, that's like really true. Before I went to college, I had like no friends other than my family. Of course, family doesn't really count, but it does count because I'm close with my family. And then I had online friends. Then I went to college and I got kind of obsessed with being social, I made friends pretty quickly, but I actually made friends super quickly, like literally like the week of freshman orientation. But I was no longer friends with this group of girls 2 weeks later because they turned out to be really mean. And I was friends with one girl from that group who, her name, interestingly enough, was Sarah. So, and I'm, of course, Sierra. So they kicked both of us out of the group because we apparently weren't cool enough. Like, whatever. Which, good riddance, by the way, But, so then I was friends with Sarah for a little bit, just her. But pretty quickly I met some of Sarah's friends, and then I became friends with them, and then they were all on the swim team though, so like I was friends with them, but not really in their specific group, but I still hung out with her and her 2 girlfriends, and then the girlfriend's guy friend, and then his guy friends, and like this extended group of swim team people. And then, and I kind of slowly got obsessed with like feeling like I needed to be around people every single day. And well, not every single day, but like at least every single weekend. I got like, we started going out to like bars and stuff, but I didn't always have someone to go with or someone to hang out with on the weekend. And I would feel terrible, like just sitting and being alone. So it kind of flip-flopped from me being super isolated to, once I like started realizing how much I enjoyed social interaction, like craving it. Adam, you say you've never been part of the cool crowd. Well, guess what? I was never part of the cool crowd either. Not even at college. Like, I mean, I wasn't even one of the... But cool is so irrelevant, It's like literally like, I think college is different because you make friends no matter who you are, and your friends are the ones who are cool. I suppose one could have said that the sorority girls and the frat boys were the cool ones on campus, and that we weren't cool because we weren't in sororities or frats. But we honestly thought that sororities and frats were lame. We made our own sorority and fraternity and would hang out with each other, and those people were super cool. And, so cool is kind of irrelevant. Or not irrelevant, like, you're only as cool as you feel. Thanks, Tony. And Adam, I personally will say this. You are a cool guy. And I know Adam is one of my friends that I met during COVID. We met on this online group for theater nerds who we would get together and do like read-throughs of stuff. And then also Adam has written some original plays, and he helped me figure out how to get my original play published, self-published. So, and he does stand-up comedy, and anyway, so everyone is cool in their own thing. I don't know as well as I know Adam. But I'm sure all of you guys have cool stuff. Yeah, it is true. The way, yeah, I can even, in a second, I could even show them the books because I have them. Snowy, stop! Ah! I'm gonna be right back, but I had to leave so quick. I've only been on here 25 minutes, but I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back though. So, yes, Adam, feel free to extrapolate on your comedic endeavors. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Meow meow. Yes, Snowy's meowing. What do you want, Snowy? What does he want? Does he need food? He probably needs food. You'll be performing stand-up tomorrow night. Oh, that's cool. You know, I have to say, I really, lately, have been really enjoying watching. So I don't have a lot of YouTubers that I watch. I used to watch other people, but lately I've only been really interested in terms of anything other than like news, which I do watch sometimes, and well, like pastors, Christian things. I don't really have anyone that I watch purely for entertainment. It's actually kind of hard because I feel like YouTube, I used to really find a lot of entertaining people on YouTube, and I don't know if you guys have any suggestions for channels other than my own that you like to watch. I would love to hear them because I don't have Netflix or Hulu. Because I mean, a similar thing. I never really was able to find anything on there that I liked. I mean, my favorite thing is when I have like a show like that I'm really into. A show that I'm really into, and you can just like mindlessly put it on every night and you know, watch multiple episodes. But I guess the thing is, like, binge watching really isn't, it wasn't like a normal thing until like Netflix and Hulu and all that came out, and I didn't really do that. when I was a kid. So it's like the fact that I don't really binge watch anything anymore, it makes me feel like I don't do anything. I'm doing something abnormal, but really it is kind of more normal, I guess. Oh, Snowy. He says you're welcome. But yeah, does anyone else have any like fun channels that they like to watch? So I think I might try and paint my nails because I just sat down and now my nails look really terrible because I am always biting them and peeling them off, but maybe I can get them to look somewhat decent. I don't know. HBO Max had ER. I feel like, so I was really into Grey's Anatomy. And then there was another doctor show that I liked. I can't remember what it was called. Oh, The Good Doctor. I loved The Good Doctor. I liked it even better than Grey's Anatomy. I think I'm kind of sick of medical shows. Yeah, Scrubs, that's another good one. And then I used to really like detective shows, detective and or police shows. Like I really loved The Rookie for a while. Like I really liked The Rookie. I love the characters on The Rookie, just like I love the characters on Grey's Anatomy, but I think I don't really like shows that, you know, whether or not the characters are likable, just have such an unrealistic premise, like, you know, a realistic premise, like a realistic setting, like a hospital or a, you know, police station, but then they're always getting into like these situations that are like so far-fetched, and then also like literally like constantly almost dying, you know, and rescuing people from, and it's always, you know, the main character that gets in danger that the other main character has to go rescue or something like that. And then like you don't think that they're going to survive, but then they do. Or then there's like a character that you really love who decides to leave the show, and then they end up, anyway, I'm just rambling right now, but I think that's part of why I don't really like TV shows, is they're just so, I think part of it is because I'm an actor myself, so when I watch people acting, when I watch a movie or I watch a TV show, I see people acting. I don't see like the characters. Like even with like some of my really favorite movies, like Ben Stiller movies, Titanic, like I watch it and I'm watching them acting and I'm like, I know that because I'm an actor myself, I think. And so I know it's not real. So anytime they have scenarios that feel really unrealistic, I'm like, I don't like it. Vampire shows. I never. Planes, trains, and automobiles. I'm sorry, that sounds very boring to me. Thank you guys thank you, Bill, and yeah. Movies that were made like back in like the 80s and 90s were better for sure. The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever seen that. I was thinking of the play Little Shop of Horrors. Which I don't like. I'm not saying I like it. I did audition for that show one time. But I'm glad I ended up not getting cast because it's creepy. Like, the character that I wanted to play was the girl, the blonde girl, and like she's a really fun character, but she ends up getting eaten by the plants in the end, and I just felt like that was disturbing. It's a weird campy rock musical. I know the new movies also I really don't like. They like go out of their way to make things like just like look too unrealistic. It's like just use because they make everything with CGI, so it's like why not, instead of investing so much money in this like high-tech CGI to make things look ridiculously unbelievable, invest money in like a realistic looking set that is like an actual set, you know, where you can like actually film like people driving on an actual road instead of like sitting in a car and like a car, quote unquote, and pretending to drive. That always kills me when there's like a scene where there's two people having a conversation in a car, and the person is just like who's driving is just like standing there at the steering wheel and is going like this. Like, I don't even drive, and I know that that's not how you drive. When you're driving straight down a road, you do not. That always gets me when people do that. Like, if you're going to be having a realistic driving scene, just like and we eat plants. Why not? I don't know why would you say plants? Oh, you're talking about the Rocky Horror or Little. I always get those two titles mixed up. Little Shop of Horrors. That's a creepy ass show. Like, ugh. Very creepy premise. Another thing that I really can't stand in TV shows, like even worse than like the fake driving, is when people are sitting down to like a fake meal. Like if it's like just like a coffee like date, like a getting coffee, whatever. But like even then sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, let's go get coffee." And they'll like go and like be holding like a styrofoam cup and like that has nothing in it, and they're like walking around waving it all around, and like if the cup actually had liquid in it, it would be heavier and it would be hot and you wouldn't be flailing your hand around like this. Or like they get something and they take like a sip of it, or they order like all this food and like have the food all set up, and then like all of a sudden, oh no, paging Dr. So-and-so. Oops, looks like I can't eat my cold pizza, gotta run. And then you never see them eat, and yet they're always talking about like how they eat all this junk food and yet still look amazing. It just really bothers me. Bubby says, happy birthday. Hope you have a great day and all your dreams and wishes come true. Thank you. I appreciate that. Don't they have those empty glasses that have a hollow lining that makes them look full? I'm sure that they do. For me though, like I feel like the most realistic scenes, like you can set up a scene with like, and like even if it's like a scene that is supposed to be like alcohol or something, you don't have to like have a bottle of vodka with vodka in it. It can be a bottle of vodka filled up with water. Like that's actually like a funny thing that I have a scene in my book, a couple scenes in my Avril and Lavigne book where they're, so like part of the joke is there's like this bottle of vodka, well this bottle of water and but it's actually vodka that these this Russian family is like drinking. And I mean, it's like a bottle of water that is supposed to be vodka, but it's actually just water. Like if this were to be like actors actually drinking, like, and they're just like drinking from it, like the joke is supposed to be drinking vodka like water. And then that Avril like is offered a drink and she's like, what is this? And this girl's like, it's water. And then it's water. And she takes it and she's like basically like some of the characters like think it's actually water and some of the characters know it's not. But the audience, I need to figure out a way to like film that scene because I feel like that would be really, really funny. That's like one of my favorite scenes. Like part of the jokes in Avril and La La Land is that like she and her boyfriend Dimitri, well, Brandon / Dimitri, are both really, really like stupid. Like they're smart, but they're very like dumb, and like they're kind of like comedic relief, even though they're the main characters. And like the plot revolves around them and their relationship, but they're also like comedic relief. And the more serious characters are the more wacky, weird ones, like his Russian family who is drinking vodka out of a water bottle. I don't know. It made me laugh. That reminds me, I miss writing. Like, I don't know. I can't even believe sometimes that I have this whole book, like, that I wrote, and it's in my hands, and I have, like, a book that I ordered from Amazon. And then there's also, like, I mean, I'm not as big of a fan of how the hardcover looks, because it's, like, the same picture. This is just a picture of me that was taken at the beach, and it's meant to be kind of, like, suggest, like, a dream-like state. I don't know. I was like Avril in La La Land, and I'm Avril, so. But then this one on the hardcover, like they zoom way up, and you don't really see. You just see like I don't know. I wish. In retrospect, I would edit it differently, but of course, you know, for being able to self-publish something on Amazon for free, and then. It's just like, because when I was a kid, I used to write stories all the time and always dream about like getting them published. And I would sometimes write stories and then like print them out on the computer and illustrate them and like staple them together and make these little books. But of course, it was never like an actual book. It was just these little like paper books, and it was really fun. So I guess what I'm just saying is to like have this like that I actually ended up finishing with my friend Tyler, and he was able to like edit it and make it in like a script format, and it's like a full almost 100 pages that I actually can like, even though I don't sit down and read it very often. You have to get going now? Okay, bye. Well, before you go, this was the book that one of the books Adam wrote, and then this was the other one. So he also has, and it was just kind of cool to like get these books of his and like be like, oh, my friend wrote this, you know. I don't know. Bye, Adam. Hope you have a good day. Ooh, maybe my nails are dry enough to. Probably. Honestly, Tony, I'd say just ignore. Like, there are some people who just come on here and honestly, I think they probably don't even speak English. So, Is that what he's doing? Hello, Alexi. But wow, that's extra. I mean, sometimes I wonder what those people, when I get random comments from people in random languages, are saying, and I think it's just funnier if you don't translate it. Well, don't worry, I'm not giving him my number, so. But thanks. Yeah, honestly, like, even if I did speak that language, like, does he really think that that's gonna work? Like, and it's funny because most of the time, like, I get creepy comments from men online. It's not someone who speaks English. You know what I mean? Like, not trying to be like rude or anything. I just feel like men in other cultures, like, somehow, like, that's one reason I'm glad that I'm fortunate enough to live in America, where of course people are always talking about how horrible and misogynistic men are, but in reality, in America and in the Western world and developed countries, men are really not. And it's really men from other countries that don't have all these people, like, complaining about misogyny and stuff like that, that are misogynistic. So they come on a English speaking girl's channel and just feel free to just bombard her with asking for her phone number and, like, being stuff that is, like, considered, like, if a white guy were to do that, it'd be, like, seen as really creepy. But now it's just kind of like, that's just their culture. Like, yeah, but doesn't mean it's okay. Almost like in some countries they don't understand breaking the ice. Oh, right. Well, like that, and yeah. But again, it's also fascinating to me to study different languages and different culture. Well, not different cultures necessarily, but different ways that how words can mean different things in languages and stuff like that. Do I know any Russian words? Yes, I do know a lot of Russian words. I know. I mean, I know quite a few. If you say something in Russian, I can try and translate it. But yeah. Okay, so let's see, what color should I do? I guess I'll just do this blue one. I just hope I don't mess it up. Oh no. Great. This is probably not gonna work. Maybe I won't paint my nose, I don't know. But yeah. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna be doing. I feel kind of like I'm at this weird point in my life where I'm like, I'm really not sure what exactly I'm doing with my life. You know what I mean? And it's weird how that happens. Like, I set an alarm for 1 o'clock. I forgot because I actually was really, like, sleepy this morning and decided to try and go back to sleep. But I didn't want to accidentally sleep all day. So I set the alarm for 11. Oh man. I just can't be trusted with nail polish, I guess. I tried to open the nail polish thing and it got all over my fingers because it didn't open correctly. Something I had thought of doing like a while ago for my birthday was like going and actually getting a manicure with my mom and my sisters, because they do that all the time and I've never done that. But I don't really actually feel like that anymore. I don't know why, I honestly feel kind of anxious today and like I just want to like stay home and not even do anything for my birthday, even though I have plans. And like it's so weird, like when, and I have been canceling plans a lot lately. Or not canceling plans, just like not wanting to do stuff as much and just like wanting to be alone more. And it's really weird because it's like I'm sad because I'm alone. I'm sad because I'm alone, but I also want to be alone. I don't even know. I've been very tired today for some reason. Oh wow. What time is it? For me, it's like literally just 1 in the afternoon. But the days feel like they're going by a lot faster. Oh, well, I appreciate that. You guys being here anyway, like, that's part of why I like to go live. It's just because I like to talk to you guys and, you know. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I know that it's gonna be nice to be with them. It's just like, well, one, supposedly my sister and brother are coming. And, I almost never see my sister and brother anymore. So it's like I see my mom, my dad, my youngest sister, and then I hardly ever see my brother or my other sister. And something else that is weird is like I really like to celebrate. I really like to celebrate other people's birthdays, but I don't really like celebrating my own birthday. Does anyone else relate to that? Like, I don't know. Yeah. What am I drinking? Cold coffee. Yeah. I was saying earlier, like, old me, like, I'm pretty sure as recently as like a year ago, like, I like spent my birthday evening like alone, and sometimes being alone at night is hard because I used to drink a lot and that would keep me from feeling lonely, but now I don't drink anymore. So, and I think, you know, because I started realizing like drinking wasn't solving my problems. If anything, it was making them worse and causing other problems that I didn't need. But sometimes I do really miss that, like, just kind of like if I'm just having a bad day where I'm like, you know, in the past I would have at least my alcohol to look forward to at the end of the day, and now it's like I have nothing to look forward to. I think that was part of the thing, was always having something to look forward to. Yeah, it's a natural depressant, and which is funny, and you would think that for someone with depression that alcohol would be a bad thing, and it actually is, like, but it doesn't seem like it in the moment, and that is part of why, I mean, I actually was, like, if I think about it, I do think that I was more depressed back when I drank, because I was like, well, one, I felt bad and guilty, and I knew I was hurting my body, and also would sometimes have negative side effects in the morning, and or feel like I couldn't control what I ate. That was the hardest thing, is like drinking would make me like go out of control with eating. So like, and there were just there's so many negatives, and the only thing, and I am always searching and trying to figure out, you know, similar things. Like I've started drinking like at night. I mean, I was like taking ashwagandha pills. Ashwagandha is like a natural herb for like relaxation, and like magnesium, and there are like lots of natural things that you can use to relax. And I actually started making like, to kind of get the same effect of like drinking, like mixing like water flavoring with like ashwagandha powder and making like a little drink. So that helps, and that definitely helps with my sleep too. So all in all, I'm definitely glad I'm over that. But it is a little bit like, I realized, oh, this is the first birthday in a long time that I'm not gonna have any alcohol. Probably not anyway. My mom was saying something about someone gave them like a bottle of champagne and they haven't opened it, and we could have it later, maybe. Having champagne with my parents, lol. Thank you. Yeah, and that was a long, long time ago. Like, well, not a long, long time ago. I mean, that was like literally like February of this year. So for me, it's been quite a while. I said I wasn't going to do this, now I ended up doing it. I have no idea what I'm going to wear today. It's really weird when you have a birthday like that's during the week. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm being boring. Well, does anyone have anything they would like to share that is going on that we could I can be praying for you for? I appreciate that. Yeah, blue is definitely my color for sure. I love blue. So it's like a natural science museum. It's owned by a Christian company, and I've been there a couple times before. It's really cute. Um it's small, and the main thing I'm looking forward to seeing is like the minerals that they have there. Um Mostly it's like it's not like the most exciting place to go. It's just like something to do. Like that is not like I mean, we were gonna go out to dinner on Sunday because that was my other idea was to go to this restaurant, but I just wasn't wanting to go anywhere on Sunday because I had already been to church and it wasn't my actual birthday. I'm hoping that it'll be nice. I'm really hoping that I can get over this feeling that I have of just wanting to be alone, because I know that I'll feel a lot better if I go tonight. I just, at the same time, I'm feeling like really anxious about it. I don't know what's wrong with me. But there's also a really nice river over there. It's the Tennessee River, and might go walking by the Tennessee River. I'm really hoping that the weather cools down soon. I think that's part of what's been affecting my mood. It's just been so hot. And I also have been kind of like, I don't know, I go through phases where I'm really, really interested in doing things, and then it's like nothing makes me interested anymore. Like, not even like things that I used to enjoy doing. Like, I used to really, really enjoy like making videos and playing characters and stuff like that, and I still enjoy all that, but like, and that's why I do it. Like, I'm not doing it forcing myself to. Like, I'm doing it, but I'm just not really enjoying it. But it's like, it's weird. I also used to really enjoy like just spending a lot of time praying and reading the Bible and spending time with God and, you know, walking, being outside. And I don't know why. It's like I don't enjoy doing anything anymore. It's weird. Yeah, you get the same. Yeah, no, I know I will, and that's why I'm gonna, um, I just, and it, probably in a little bit, I'm gonna go and take a bath and get ready and stuff, and I don't know. I don't know what time we're even going, but not too much later. It's just really weird that I'm like looking forward to getting home. Oh, my mom just texted and said, do you guys think I could leave more like 2:15? I didn't even know they were planning on going that soon. Man, now I wish that I had not painted my nails, because I think I need to get going and I need to do makeup. I have to do makeup. I can't not do my makeup today. I can't look like this. Oh. And I'm not getting out that much. I just, not as much as I'd like to, but I'm working on that. I go to the gym now and do stuff like that. But, well, okay, so I think I have to get going because it looks like my family probably, when we spend, yeah, I actually did yesterday. I just went and like sat in the park for a little bit and I felt so much better, like after just getting out and being outside for a little bit. And part of my problem is I stay indoors a lot during the day because it's just, I really hate being out in the sun, and it's really like stressful for me to be outside when it's sunny. Like even right now I'm looking out the window and I'm like, it's really sunny. I don't even want to go out. But then once I'm outside, I feel better. It's just like looking out right now, it looks really, really bright outside, and I'm just, but, hang on one second. Okay, I just got onto the text conversation and I think that my mom accidentally included me in the text conversation. That's funny. Oh, thank you, Shafiq. And actually, no, you're totally right, Tony. And like, the thing is, I know that I'm not alone. Like, and the thing is, it doesn't make me feel any better because I'm like, I don't want other people to be sad, you know what I mean? Like, other people being sad and knowing that other people are sad just like me doesn't make me feel any better because I'm like, I still feel sad. They are blue-green. Well, anyway, I actually do need to get going now, but I might come back tonight because apparently we're going out sooner than I thought, and I'm not dressed or makeup done or anything. But thank you guys for hanging out with me, and if I don't see you till later, I'll talk to you tomorrow. But I probably will see you later, or at least post video or something. But bye guys.